Hello, this is James Smith at Gann Analysis LLC. You can find me at jamessmith at gannanalysis.net. Send me an email if you feel like talking. If you have any questions after this YouTube video, just go ahead and shoot me a question. From this low to what I thought would be a high here, a lower high on June 3rd, was a setup for a move down, but we needed a close below the May 27th low at 23.30 because with Gann you can never just trade on the cycles. You need time and price. So even though I really thought we were going to go down, I didn't do a trade because I was waiting for a close below 23.30. So time and price. The Gann cycles give you time, and in this case a former low gave you price support. So if we had taken this out, I'm pretty convinced we would have gone down hard. Not only did we not take it out, we shot up to new highs, and you can say, well, either the Gann cycle didn't work, or you can conclude that, hey, this thing was actually setting up a higher low and setting up the rally. So it's sometimes the case that what may look obvious at the time, that, oh, it's a lower high, you're going to go down, you always have to keep an open mind. That's why you got to trade with a stop loss. You also have to keep in mind that you cannot trade just on the Gann cycles. You have to have a filter. In this case, I like that low at 23.30. I wanted to see it taken out. Then we would have had a time and price set up for a slide. Now, the other reason I thought it was going to go down is because if you look at this high, 25.25 from May 21st, you measure down degrees down from high on the square of 9. If you want to see an actual square of 9, just, Google the square of 9. You'll see plenty of charts. But basically, you can measure degrees down from high, and it gave you exact support at 23.28. So actually, the actual low was about, 23.30, close enough, within 2 points of that 360 degree line. So basically, 360 degrees down from high was support. We came back, found support on the 180 degree line, and then took off. I didn't expect that to happen. Didn't bother me because I wasn't going to take a trade. I was waiting for it to take this out. So you can never trade just on the Gann cycles. No matter how great the Gann cycles look, you need some indication that the market is actually going the direction that you think it should go. So you're not selling the high, you're not even selling a lower high. You're waiting for that, that 1 year anniversary of low to set up the lower high, and then you want to see it take out that former low, or in the case on this other chart, square of 9 level at 23.28, pretty much the same level. If we had done that, you'd have had a trade. So the point here is sometimes you have to be willing to not trade. If it doesn't set up properly, you don't have a trade. Now, granted, it may still be a trade down the road. It might just be that this is a false breakout. If you measure down from the new high at 27.22, you get support at 25.17, which is slightly below the May 21st high at 25.25. So if you take that out in the next few days, that would indicate that you got a false breakout. Anytime a market breaks out to new highs but it can't hold it, then you could get a fast move down. So there still might be a trade here. If you close below 25.17, I think you probably go down maybe to 21.32. Hard to say, but you can have targets all the way down here. But the reality is, the big trade is not from the high itself. It's when you prove that you're going in the direction you want to go. This is a busted trade. This is not a trade that should have happened. Like I say, the cycles look great. It looked like we had a setup, but we didn't take out that former low at 23.30, and we didn't take out that square of 9 level, pretty much the same level at 23.28. If we had done that, there would have been a trade. Time and price. You need both in order to have a Gann trade. As interesting as that 1 year anniversary of low was, and all these cycles here, We just still need to see confirmation that it's actually turning in our direction. And this happens sometimes, it's just the way things go in the markets. The market sometimes goes the opposite direction of what you think, and you just have to live with it. So you either have to trade with a stop loss, or you have to wait for the trade to prove itself by waiting for a close below 23.30. Either way, you got to live with the fact that Gann is not a perfect system. It's not going to work every time. And to be honest, I think the Gann system worked in the sense it kept me out of the trade, because the discipline is that we have to wait for that close below that level that we targeted, 23.28, and then we can be pretty confident it'll go down to 21.39 or maybe a bit lower. So that's all I have to say. I wanted to clarify that when you're doing Gann, you can't just trade on the Gann cycles. You have to have both time and price to make it work. If you have any questions about this, feel free to send me an email at jamessmith@gannanalysis.net. I hope this has been helpful. Good luck in your trading. This is mainly for educational purposes. I'm not telling you to buy or sell this particular stock. I'm just telling you what the Gann analysis would say. This is mainly educational. Do your own homework, and good luck in your trading.